Do you get to see your stats after the scrimmage? We don't. Do you see your stats after the scrimmage?
Yeah, I'll probably see them later today.
How did you think you did?
I thought it was good. I thought we ran the ball really well, which has been a big emphasis this camp, is improving in the running game. Thought we did that today. Took a big step in the right direction. Yeah, so I thought it was overall a step in the right direction.
How did you guys split up the reps at quarterback? How's that being done?
Mark and I have just been splitting reps with the ones and the twos. That's pretty much it.
How would you describe how the competition is going?
It's going good. Like I said to y'all earlier the other day, competition just makes everybody better, and I think it's really brought out the best in both of us, and causing us to compete and work harder each day. And pretty soon they'll name a guy, and we'll take it from there.
How do you feel physically?
Feel good.
Yeah. No fall camp injuries or bangs or anything like that?
No, I feel pretty good.
Do you feel like you've done some things to win the job, or do you feel like you need to do more? How would you evaluate that?
I'm not focusing on what I need to do or anything like that. The only thing I'm really focusing on is taking care of the football and being able to put drives together and make plays when they present themselves, and helping this offense be more consistent, which is an area that we really need to improve on.
I know these decisions are probably made over the body of work of the entire training camp, but is there something different about scrimmages that, do you feel like as a quarterback you have to turn it up a notch at all in these scrimmage settings?
No, you just treat it like any other practice. Obviously the scrimmage is, everybody's live except for, Mark and I weren't live, but it seems like the scrimmage is a little bit faster, people moving in and out. It's more of like a game-like situation, but you really just go in and treat it like a practice because, we're running the same plays, same concepts we've been running for the past 2 weeks.
A couple of freshman wide receivers out there. Do you trust those guys to be where they're supposed to be right now? How do they look?
Yeah, they're young. They're going to make mistakes, but I think that, they're ahead of their years is a good way to put it. And they're going to make a big contribution to this team this year, and, we need them to step up.
It says on here you had a 35-yard touchdown pass to Willie Byrne. Was that your best play of the day? Was there another play kind of sticks out to you?
Yeah, I like scoring touchdowns, so I'd say that was pretty
What
good.
type of play was that? I'm just curious. Trying to piece together what
it was a play action, kind of hit him over the middle, kind of on a seam route.
Did he break a tackle or anything, or just open space?
Yeah, I think he made the safety miss.
How about there's an interception on the stat sheet? Was that yours, or who threw the interception?
No, that wasn't mine.
I feel it was a lot with the last few years. The offensive line hasn't been kind of a weak spot, I guess. And with all the moves there, Schumann obviously had been stepping down. What is that cohesion? And obviously, being those guys in front of you, what have you thought about the protection and how they're kind of doing? Keeping you clean back there.
Yeah, it's been a work in progress. I think they've gotten better each day. I thought they gave really good effort today, and we ran the ball great, better than we have all camp. So that was a huge plus. Really encouraging to see that. So as long as they can continue to improve and make that gradual climb by the time the season kicks off and well into the season, I think we'll be all right.
Does it make it harder or easier? Or do you guys really care? That it seems like we ask Coach Leffler every time we see him about when he's going to name a starting quarterback. Does that make it? Is it stressful on you guys, or how do you guys deal with that? The longer this goes.
Eventually somebody's going to get named. Just try not to really think about it and just go out there and perform each day, consistently, and everything will work out the way it's supposed to.
On your performance today in the scrimmage?
I think my performance today was all right. It could have been a lot better. There's a couple throws I wish I could have back. A little check down route that I threw that got tipped and picked off. Definitely wish I could have that back. But other than that, I think I made good decisions. I went to the right places with the ball, so it was all right.
Do you have a sense of? Right at this moment, are you ahead? Are you behind? Are you guys dead even? Do you have a feel for that?
No, every day is we're just competing. I'm not worried about, if I'm ahead or if I'm behind. I'm just going out there and just trying to do the best I can to perform and, win the job at the end of the day.
Did you feel a little, I don't want to say forgotten, but did you feel like overlooked coming into training camp? A lot of people were talking about how Motley had come on in spring. Did you use that as motivation between spring practice and summer camp? Do you feel like you've gotten better since spring practice?
You know, I think I do. You know, Motley and Ford during the spring, they, you know, really pushed me. Every day was a competition with them, and then, you know, along came Michael Brewer, who's a really good quarterback as well. So, you know, every day in practice, you know, it just brings out the best in you because, you know, we're competing for a spot, so every rep counts.
Marco was asked Michael the same thing. But, you know, the longer we ask Coach Leffler all the time, you know, how close he is to naming a starting quarterback, and the longer this goes, is it any more pressure? Or, I mean, how do you feel like how do you treat it? Just kind of waiting and not knowing where you stand. Well,
really, I don't try to, you know, put too much pressure on myself because at the end of the day, it is Coach's decision, and you know, whenever he makes that decision, he's going to make it. So I just have to, you know, control what I can control, and that's making sure, you know, I'm a good leader on the field, you know, executing plays, you know, when plays present themselves, and like I said, just continue to keep getting better.
What was your best play today? You had a touchdown throw, but it was just a 2-yard pass. What would you say was kind of your best moment here out there today?
Probably my 2-minute drive that you know, that I did get the touchdown on.
So that was the end of a two-minute drill.
Yes,
touchdown pass?
Yeah. I hit a big play to Bucky on the corner, then came, hit a seam bender across the middle to Cam, and then, you know, we finished it off with that. So I think that was probably the highlight.
Those young kids look pretty good. Cam, Isaiah.
Oh yeah, you know, Cam and Isaiah. Since I've been here, you know, we've always had good young talent come in, but those two have really, you know, stepped up and they've come along well. Over the summer, they really got in the playbook, you know, try to separate themselves from the rest of the guys. And, you know, it shows out on the field. You know, when you watch them play, you wouldn't really think they're freshmen because they're making plays, they're playing fast, they don't think too much, and they're really smart.
The coaches keep telling us that they'd like to make a decision with the quarterbacks quickly. Is there a certain amount of time you need before the first game to truly, I mean, I can imagine if they tell you 30 seconds before kickoff, that wouldn't be okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the sooner the better, but, you know, like I said, the coach is going to make his decision at the end of the day, and I just control what I can control.
You guys do any of that Wildcat stuff today?
No, we didn't. No,
how long was that 2-minute drive?
I think we started off with 40-something seconds on the clock, and then we had
yard line did you start on?
we were on like I believe it was a 40.
So it was a 60-yard drive.
Yeah.
Seems like Shai McKenzie's been pretty good early in camp. What do you see from him so far?
You know, Shai, he's a really good back. You know, he's got the speed. He's very strong, powerful. His vision is really good, and I mean, you guys did miss it today, but you know, he had a really, really explosive run and then finished it off with a touchdown, and I think he's going to be a really good back for us.
Early in camp, and they just kind of all held their breath, and you popped right back up. Was that kind of something you needed to give you confidence that you're good to go?
Yes, sir, and just took a couple blows, got a little bit of nervousness out, and I was good.
Coach said that you had an impressive goal line run where you took on a defender. Take us through. We didn't see it. Walk us through what that was.
I had like, it was like a 50-yard run and got caught at like the 5, and then next play we ran a power play in between the tackles. Just ran hard, lowered my shoulder and scored.
Do you know who it was that met you there?
I'm not really sure. There's a couple defenders. So.
When you have a knee injury like you did last year, I mean, do you wonder if you'll ever get back to what you were before? Is that in the back of your mind at all during the recovery?
Yes, it was. Like I said, I came in. I was pretty nervous coming in, just with, like, from the injuries, and then I took a couple hard blows at the beginning. Just wanted to be patient, and I just felt good at the end.
Can you notice a difference now, or do you feel like you did before you got hurt?
Yeah, I can notice a lot. It's I'm still a little bit shaky with it. It gets sore still. Like right now, it's a little bit sore, but when you're playing in the game, you don't really feel anything.
Do you have any idea what your numbers were today overall?
It was 7 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
Okay. What's your sort of viewpoint on the quarterbacks? I know it's been pretty much Leal, Brewer now with Motley being hurt. What do you see from those two guys?
They've been doing a real good job. I hang out with some of them guys, and we got good chemistry. We just got to work on like the read zone and trying to keep the ball off the ground with that. But that's why we get these practices in, and just continue with relationships with them guys, and everything's gonna work out good.
Are you anxious to know who the starter's going to be, or do you have enough of your own stuff to deal with?
A little bit of my own stuff, but I'm a little anxious. Them guys that competing, both doing an awesome job. I love both of them, so they keep doing what they've been doing.
Are you ready for maybe the rotation and tailback to get pared down a little bit? Maybe if you get more carries, you'll be able to get more into a rhythm. I know backs talk about that so much. scrimmage?
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, like today, 7 carries. That's all right for me. If I can just get a couple touches a game, and that's fine with me. So whatever Coach Shane, it's all up to him. I'm just going to continue to stay in the books, and as far as trying to get blocking down and everything, and that's it.